How's it going, YouTube? It's Panda time. I'm back from the Gencon in-person regional where I got 5th place with my Metalgarurumon X deck, and in this video we're taking a look at the deck profile. Now I do want to say that my list isn't really crazy. If anything, it's pretty standard, but I will go over, the cards that I play and why I play them. And I'm the Garurumon guy. I have to try Garurumon in BT9 and it's pretty sick, so I do enjoy it. Anyway, I want to say thank you guys for all your support. I really appreciate all the kind words. You guys definitely make my day when you give me those nice comments, so thank you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. As always, we're going to start off with the babies. We do only play 4 Tamers. We have 4 pre-release Sunamons. You don't need the 5th deck because our deck is relatively quick. We end the game quickly, so we just don't go through 5x. If you wanted to play a 5th deck, you could play the Digimon that gives you 1k if you have 8 cards in hand. But on your first hatch, you need the extra 1000, and Sunamon is going to guarantee that. So we only play 4 Sunamons. For the rookies, we play 12 Gabumons. We have 4 of the on-play Search, the Garuru or Omnimons. We have 4 of the plus 1000 DP on all turns Gabumon. And then we have 4 Gabumon X. I feel like this is pretty solid, and I wouldn't really change this at all. I see some people are trying stuff out like Metalgarurumon and things like that. Let me tell you, you don't need that. It's just going to make your deck worse. We're not a control deck, so don't pretend to be one. The Surge Gabumon is fantastic, lets you get our pieces. When you have to on-play a rookie, it's great to go into it. You can hard up the Gabumon, get a Surge. Next turn, go Gabumon X over it, get a draw for evolution, then another draw, right? And then this Gabumon is fantastic. We have a lot of card draw. It's very easy to get to 8 cards in hand, and the plus 1000 makes a huge difference. All our Digimons or rookies are Gabumons. We always got all of our effects, and everything's just pretty smooth. Nothing really crazy here, and I would not change any of these. For champions, believe it or not, all of our champions are also Garurumons. So we have 4 of the when attack can draw 1 Garurumon. This guy is the absolute star of the deck, or of the champions, I guess. We have 3 of the 1 cost, all turns 1k Garurumon, and then 4 Garurumon X's. So the fact that this guy is not once per turn is just crazy. Our deck gets a ton of card draw just by abusing this guy, because we can swing up to like 3 or 4 times with a single stack, right? So having this on your first stack means that you are getting all the card draw you need, and you'll be set up for the rest of the game. It lets us be a little bit greedy with the rest of our ratios because we just have so much card draw, and you can find your pieces with this Garurumon. The 1 cost evolution is nice with the other Garurumon. Then Herald also comes up. We are trying to get that extra DP, makes a huge difference. And then obviously we're playing 4 of the X antibody Garurumon. Then Herald is fantastic, lets us survive battle as we're just swinging at security recklessly. These are all fantastic. I wouldn't change any of it. If you want to play a low one, you could. It would help you close out some games, but it would hurt your consistency and probably cost you more games than it would win you, is how I feel like. So we just have the 11 Garurumons. I do like the draw over the restand Garurumon for sure. Now for the ultimates, again, pretty basic stuff. We just have 4 of the restand Garurumon, actually my favorite Digimon, maybe my favorite card in the game, and then 4 of the Garurumon X. So this is your main guy that does all the damage, all the work in this deck, right? Swinging multiple times. And then we have the X, which gets the restand, gets the bounce. So the full combo, if you go into this, you could swing, get the draw, restand, swing, equip the sauce. When you swing, you go into the X, you have restood from his effect. The attack continues, you then check 2, and then he can swing again for 2 checks. So that's 5 checks in one very simple chain, right? All you need is the sauce, Garuru X, 8 cards in hand, which you easily get by the draw Garurumon, right? The second swing is not that risky because this guy is already base 8. With the Sunamon, you're already 9000, so you survive against all our ultimates. And then we have the protection just in case. What you have to realize is that even if you don't have the Garurumon X protection, sometimes you just have to swing. That's just how the deck works. You can't play this deck being scared. If you're sitting in the back, just trying to build your perfect stack, I think you are too slow, and it's not how you should play this deck. If you want to play a deck like that, I recommend something else like Grandis, Alphamon, maybe even Wargreymon, right? I think with this deck, you promote, you swing with your 5s. If they live, they live. If they've died, they die. That's just the type of deck that this is, right? Now for the level 6s, we have 2 of the EX1 Metalgarurumon and then 3 of Metalgarurumon X. So it might seem like a low count of level 6s, but like I said, our deck just has so much card draw that we're going to draw into these cards. You really only need 1 Metalgarurumon X to close out a game. A lot of times you don't even need it at all. The EX Metalgarurumon is really nice because he lets you go into a level 6 for very cheap, which is the main reason that we play it. His second effect can come up and it can be relevant in some matchups, but the main reason we played is because he's a Metalgarurumon you can digital into for potentially 2, 1, or 0 memory. Again, all because of the draw Garurumon, right? If you don't have this card gets infinitely worse. So you do your full combo, you attack like 3 times, you get a bunch of cards in hand, you can go into the metal for cheap, and then go into the X antibody for 1, right? These are really good if you want to play the restand BT1 Metalgarurumon. I think it just becomes a different deck, and in my opinion, you might as well just play the Jogger stuff that has more synergy with that type of strategy. So I think this is the way to go for the Metalgarurumon build, at least for the X. Now after that, I do play 1 Blitz Omni. You could wonder why I don't play more Blitz Omni if he just closes out the game. The reality is that a lot of times we just don't go into our level 6 because the Garurumons can just win the game by themselves. Now, when we do go into a level 6, it is nice to have 1 Omni to close the game out. For the Tamers, we play 2 Davis and 3 Cool Boy. So Davis is nice. I don't play a red package. There's no delicate plan here. I'm not scared. Davis is good to search, fix your hand, and get you going as quickly as possible. Now, Hero could make a difference when you swing, but in my experience, it just does not. When you are swinging at 9,000, you already survive against all level 5s anyway. Extra 2k just gets you to 11, where you die to level 6s anyway. So this makes a huge difference to me. Davis helps you so much. You want to find your pieces since you are relying on them. As for Cool Boy, he's just, very strong tamer for the X antibody decks, and he does exactly what you would want in a deck like this. He helps us find our pieces and then gives us the memory to execute our combos. Very, very strong. Now for the options, we have a couple. I'm a little bit all over the place, but you'll see. So first of all, we have 2 blue memory boost. I'd say it's pretty standard. In most of my decks these days, I'm playing 12 rookies and 2 memory boost. I'm very happy with these ratios and I really don't mess with them. I feel like every deck should just play memory boost. They're just so crucial and so strong. No surprise we play 2 of them. I have 1 Hammer Spark and 1 Ice Wall. I see some decks that have no defense at all and they don't play these cards, and I understand you have so many other stuff you have to run, you just don't have room for it. I still value both of these cards. Ice Wall is fantastic, it's the ultimate I need 1 more turn to win the game card, which matters so much in decks like these. The Hammer Spark is nice, sometimes you just need that extra memory to extend your plays, and as always these are both very strong in security. Beyond that, for the regional I was testing out 1 Metal Storm and 1 Kakaido's Breath. I knew that I wanted to play a removal option, I just didn't know which one would be better. Kakaido's can answer level 7s, Metal Storm can be discounted and I can give you a restand. In my testing and experience in playing, the Metal Storm was never ever better than Kakaido's Breath. The discount rarely, and I mean very rarely, comes up. The restand doesn't actually matter, and not being able to bounce level 7s does. So going into the future I will just be playing 2 Kakaido's Breaths. Again, some people don't play these, but I will say that in the entire day of regional, I think people hit into this insecurity twice, but both of those games that they checked this card insecurity, we just won that game, right? Like, you have a close game and these gets checked in security, you just win the game, right? There were also a couple of games where I had to hardcast them from hand, and they were okay because they bought me 1 more turn to close the game out. So I do like these cards in an OTK heavy meta deck where people are gonna just build a big Grandis and swing or Alphamon. Like, these will save you. I think you have to run them. That's just how I think about the game. Beyond that, we have 2 X antibodies. These are really nice because they help you activate your effects when you don't have the correct level. Most importantly, we have the 1 attacking effect that you can swing into. This effect is not once per turn, so a very common line that I have is, for example, we have Garurumon X antibody, and I have the other Garurumon, but I don't have the level 5, right? So you could swing with the Garuru, get the draw when attacking, and then use the X to digivolve into the X. You get the restand, we're at 8k or 9. and we can continue our plays, right? Even if we don't have the other wear. Then this is not once per turn, so when he's restood, he can attack and then use the when attacking effect to then go into the Metal X. Even if you don't have the other metal, you're still gonna get the effect because you have the sauce equipped, right? I think it is important that you do run these. They can also get picked up by the Garurumon X and the Cool Boy as well. So that is my deck. As you see, nothing really crazy. Again, I don't run Delicate Plan, no hero, because I'm just not scared, and I think you can't be scared with a deck like this. If you want to play Madoki Betamons and stuff like that, then my advice is just go play a control deck, which this is not. I do love the Garurumon deck, and you know, this one is pretty nice. I do recommend it. I don't think I'm really going to change the build at this point. I'm pretty happy with how it plays, how it performs. It's a fun deck, it's a good deck. Hope you guys enjoyed my list, and as always, thank you guys so much for watching.